Today is July the 13th, 2024, and this video is about how to treat your enemies. Throughout the New Testament, we are told to love our enemies, to turn the other cheek, to bless those that curse us, to feed our enemies if they are hungry, and to give them something to drink if they're thirsty. But as I begin to question the authenticity of the New Testament, I now wonder if Yah's people are really supposed to act this way, or is there another political agenda facilitated by the New Testament to control the masses? Well, first, let's look at how Yah deals with our enemies. In Exodus 23 and 22, Yah tells us that if we hear his voice and do what he tells us, he will be an enemy to our enemies and an adversary to our adversaries. He told Israel that his angel would go as their leader and bring them to the Amorite, the Cattite, the Pharisite, the Canaanite, the Girgasite, the Evite, and the Jebusite, and that Yah would destroy them. So if Yah says he will be an enemy to our enemies and destroy them, wouldn't it be working against Yah if we feed our enemy when they're hungry or give them a drink when they're thirsty? Of course it would. And why would the New Testament want us to aid the enemy against whom Yah is fighting? Did David aid Goliath? Did Hezekiah aid the Assyrians? Did Joshua aid the people of Jericho? This New Testament idea of loving our enemies is contrary to the actions of the Most High. We are in obedience. Yah fights our enemies. And when we disobey, Yah allows our enemies to afflict us. He doesn't tell us to love them, and he doesn't tell them to love us. Yah said we would serve our enemies in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, with a yoke of iron around our necks until he had destroyed us. So it is clear that Yah did not expect our enemy to be kind to us. He expected the opposite. In fact, Yah uses them as tools to afflict us. So what does Yah expect from us? In Exodus 23, verses 4 to 5, he said, "And if thou meet thy enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt turn them back and restore them to him. And if thou see thine enemy's ass fallen under its burden, thou shalt not pass by it, but shalt help to raise it with him." Why would Yah tell us this? Because we must be blameless before Yah. If we saw their animal lost and refused to help, now we have given them cause to hate us. And if we saw the animal struggling and didn't lift it up, now our enemy has cause to hate us. Don't give your enemies cause to hate you. Yah wants us to be a holy nation, a peculiar people, a royal priesthood. We do not give our enemies cause to hate us. They hate us because they hate Yah. So should you love them? No. Should you bless them? No. Should you turn the other cheek? No. Should you give them food and drink when they're hungry and thirsty? Use wisdom. If Yah has risen his mighty hand against your enemy, you would be wise to get out of the way and not interfere. Remember our ancestors when Egypt was plagued with multiple catastrophes. You didn't see them running to help them with the flies and the locusts and the blood and the water. When Yah moves on behalf of Israel, it is time for Israel to stand down and get out of the way. And it is certainly not a time to love your enemies.